What's up, my like show, Scorpion72. Today we take a look at the DC Comics Icons Accessory Pack. So this pack is something that DC Icons decided to give us, DC Collectibles I should say, gave us to add a little bit more to our figures. Most of it's catered to the figures in Series 1 or 2, or the figures that came out throughout 2016. You see some window box packaging, showcasing all the accessories you do get inside. We'll talk a little bit more about that in the video. On the side there you see is number 1. There were 2 of them for listing, but they only re-released number 1. I guess they're waiting to see how it's going to go before they offer us any more accessory packs, and hopefully they do. So without further ado, let's open up this box, a pack of goodies, and see what it's all about.
Alright, so here we have the weapons pack all open up. Or accessories pack, I should call it. I call it weapons pack. I'm used to that from back in the G.I. Joe days. So basically, it comes with I guess assembly type instruction sheet. On one side it shows you the Batman. I don't know why they had to show Batman so prominent here, with the suction cup thing for how to work the grappling hook. So it's a grappling hook with a suction thing here. I can go from side to side, which I'm going to show you afterwards. And the other side here is basically showing you John Stewart with the blast, how to attach the shield onto the blast, and how to use the shield as a working like regular shield. So this accessory pack is basically more towards, it seems, Green Lantern. So here's hoping that they do get around to doing the other one, accessory pack number 2, but I guess they're just testing the waters with this one first. So technically, well, no joke, no pun intended, we'll start off with the Joker fish as the beginning. So these Joker fish were supposed to come, I guess, with the Joker, because really they didn't really show these or anything like that in any of the promos with the Joker or with Harley Quinn. So as you can see, we have the Joker here, and I already have him with the open hand, and as you can see, you put this here and there you go, and he has the Joker fish. Now the problem is that he could only hold one of them. That's about it, because unfortunately for some weird reason they neglected to give Joker 2 different hands. They all gave him right hands when the figure came out. So with that being said, you can only hold one fish. He can only hold one fish at a time. Now I have Harley Quinn here, so if you want, you can give her the other fish. Let's make sure she fits in her hand, and there she has the other fish. So it works in that concept that if you want to have them both with fish, it looks pretty neat. It looks okay, but technically it was supposed to be Joker that's supposed to have hold the 2 Joker fish, or I guess you can make it that he fires on a fish from a fish. So that doesn't really make sense. So hopefully down the line, maybe with the next accessory pack number 2, they'll throw in a left hand for the Joker, because that's very much needed. Besides, the second pack was going to have extra hands for like the Flash anyway, to have like the swooshing hands or stuff, wave hands and stuff like that. So it can be done. Next up, we're going to go Green Arrow. Alright, so Green Arrow. Now, here we have the longbow Green Arrow. As you can see, let's try to get them a little bit balanced. And basically in this accessory pack you get 4 types of arrows. I'll do a little close-up of this, of course. Still pictures as well. So you have this wide shot like arrow here. You have the regular type arrow. You have, I guess this is supposed to be like a grenade arrow, or maybe like opens up and there's a net in there to catch a person, or whatever you want to call it. And then you have, this looks more like a grenade arrow or gas arrow, something like that. As you can see, they don't really match up with what they're giving you here. because one's super solid green, there's no different paint, apps, or anything on it. It's kind of metallic looking. And here you have them with the wooden arrow. The length of them is really different. The ones in the accessory pack are a lot longer. You can kind of get them to hold it somewhat. Do they fit in the quiver? Yes and no. This one does. These ones will. This one not so much. So this one does not fit in the quiver. But all the rest of them do. Along with the other one here. So you can get a bunch of arrows in there, and of course the green ones would be, I guess, his special arrows, so you'll definitely be able to tell them apart. It could match with your, if you guys are collecting the DC TV figures, the figures from this line, Green Arrow, because the arrow seems to be roughly about the same length. And he's been using a lot more trick arrows in this season 5. So you can kind of tell it kind of like semi blends in with him. So this pack does work well with this the Green Arrow from DC Icons, which is made for. Just that it's really like different from the arrows you do get from the figures. Or you can work with the one from the TV or any of the Green Arrow figures. It's just too bad. You see I have my bag of arrows here from all the arrows from all my figures I've had. I think this one is what fans really want. You know, boxing glove arrow, real classic traditional one. But I guess it makes more sense if they save this for if they make it more like you know, 80s Green Arrow, something like that. Nevertheless, on to the next one, which would be the Green Lantern. So first off, we're gonna start with this little guy. Name is Chip. He's Green Lantern Corps. He is a squirrel. So, and yeah, he's been around for a very long time, and he has articulation. So what they're trying to do with these accessory packs is give you a figure with articulation a bit in it. Basically, there's no articulation in the wrist or anything. It's just straight up arm movement. Here and this one here, straight up arm movement, turn in the neck, no ball joint in the neck, and the tail actually articulates a bit. You have to kind of pull it out a bit more if you want it to go above, past his leg, to kind of get him that, like, you know, like he's flying pose type thing. If you pose him like that, it goes across his leg the same way, and that's it. Try not to pull too much on this. And he has a little bow tie. So this guy here is pretty much my second chip that I've gotten. The first one will be from the DC Universe Classics Green Lantern line. Looking at the two of them, I do like this one a lot better. Even though he doesn't have a lot of articulation, he does look more like a squirrel. This one's a little bit odd from when he came out. So the other Green Lantern pieces that come here is this blast. This thing does not disconnect or anything like that, so it's a solid piece. Whoops. And then you have the shield, which I like a lot. I really like this shield because it's really translucent. It has the symbol there, the Green Lantern's crest, and it's just really nice, smooth. It's super nice shield. I really do like the shield. So, as I show you in the instructions, the best way to have this work is to actually pop off his arm, or actually his hand, I should say, and then fit the blast over. So this is how they want you to do it. Now you can keep the fist on, but you're really not going to get that full, like he's using his power ring effect type thing. And then of course, once you do that, the shield here, the little handle, does pop off. So once you pop that off, you get it into the peg holes here. Two really tiny peg holes at the top here. And you gotta kind of fit them in like that. And then you can have them do like a shield blast. Or a blast with the shield in front. And if he wants to make it like a barricade, just blasting through his enemies or manhunters and stuff. So other than that, you take that off. take off the blast, you put back on his hand, and put on the shield, put his arm through here, and then you just push it back through the pegs, and here he has a lovely construct shield. So these are two constructs, the blast and the shield, which I think is really neat. I do like that they did that, and it works with any of the Green Lanterns here. So we have Hal Jordan. So here he is with his shield. Looks like pretty neat. I think he's already got enough constructs. If you got the Hal Jordan Green Lantern, he came for a ton of constructs and everything like that. So he's really pimped out. And of course, I have another Green Lantern member here. I haven't named yet. We just decided to make her way back. And the females can kind of like use the blast at the same time, just to show you the difference. Just stand her up. So there, she's got the blast going on. And you can also use it with Hal Jordan. Of course, they do recommend to take off the fist, which is true because you can really, it's order to get that to really hold on and stuff like that. So there he is blasting and shielding himself at the same time. Alright, so the other thing that this weapons accessory pack comes with is two Batarangs. Really stylish Batarangs. There's a solid, pretty much black Batarang here, and there's one that's a little bit pointy, has a little bit more curves and designs to it. These Batarangs are quite bigger than the ones that came with him. They do look really cool. And this would be the other one, and they fit in both hands fairly easy, very nice. The other thing, of course, is that he came with this suction cup grappling gun, which the suction cups are now stuck to each other. There we go. So basically you just put it in his hand and that's it. And then you stick it onto a surface that can actually hold them. And basically it works in a sliding mechanism, have them slide down just like that. I know I'm not demonstrating it the best way, but really get them on the glass thing and stuff. You know how close you have to have two surfaces together in order to do this? So it's kind of like difficult, but not difficult at the same time. And the reason I say that is because this string here is tied in a knot, and it goes through a loop. So if you have a long enough string, or you can just find one any craft shop, you can actually remove this string, make it longer, and then attach it from one end to the next, and really get a long distance zip line, a long distance up the climb of a side of your display case or your dioramas or whatever. So it's really cool that they did not really make this like permanently attached to the suction cups, that you can readjust this if you wish, or if you even want to change it around. So last but not least is probably one of my favorite things about this accessory pack, and that would be the trophy case. And this one features, Jay Garrett's helmet. Those who watch a Flash TV series, this is kind of like cool when this helmet came flying through that little wormhole at the end of season 1. Old spoilers, but nevertheless. So we get this in a nice casing. There's no light, doesn't light up and stuff. Kind of too bad, but then that might drove the price point up a little bit higher, because NECA's doing their cases there with their face huggers that light up. It is removable. So all you do is take off this, you take off the whole case here, and you can really just pop off his helmet. And there you go. So now you have a Jay Garrett First Flash helmet, which is very nice. And not only that, these things, you can put this back on, and there you have a trophy case to put something else if you wish. So it's supposed to be kind of associated with the Flash, this trophy case, which I don't see how it can be, because not to say, you know, he can't really wear it because he already has a helmet. Well, yeah, she has a mask and everything. So I guess it's just for him to remember Jay Garrett. But I'm sure they're pretty much going to make a Jay Garrett figure anyways. So I'm not worried about that. Of course, if you have the Flash from the TV series, and you can always just, like, you know, kind of fit it on him. So it looks kind of silly, but in the same time it's like kind of cool in a way. He's just throwing around Jay Garrett's helmet. I just thought I'd bring that in just to show. And yes, review of these guys, the 2-pack of Green Arrow I showed you earlier on, and Flash, it's coming. Yeah, so other than that, this is really cool. It'll go good in my, it would go really well with my Justice League diorama thing that I'm working on now too.
So overall, this is a pretty cool weapons or accessory pack. I keep calling it weapons pack. It does add a lot to your figures and stuff, so it is a cool pickup for if you have even like other DC characters and figures from DC Collectibles or from Mattel. It works with all of them all around. I do hope to continue this. It's really neat to have these, as long as it doesn't interfere with the regular figures and give us less accessories when those figures come out. The accessory pack should still be available at online retailers and our comic book shops, where we order your action figures or icons from. It's nice. I do recommend it. I do hope to do more of this kind of stuff, because it really is cool. Nevertheless, we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully that number 2 pack, and maybe there's a number 3 pack will show up too, or maybe they'll show us that or give us some more details about it next month at Toy Fair. So Scorpion 72 will review DC Comics Icons Accessory Pack number 1, telling you to enjoy your toys. Until next time, keep playing. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like videos, you like videos. I love toys and you love